Here goes.
Okay, let's talk sports. That's what we love to do. Look at the biggest sports stories and the headlines, and we talk about it. Or we talk sports with me, the big ID. That's why we call it We Talk Sports. Make sure you subscribe, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. A whole lot is going to be happening here, and I'm giving you my undiluted, unadulterated opinion. And okay, so we're starting this morning with this headline I saw on SoccerNet. SoccerNet.ng. You can go ahead and check it out. It says, and it's credited to our former NPFL highest goal scorer, Mfon Udoh. Nice guy. You see a picture of him across here. Great guy. So the story says that Mfon Udoh has alleged that foreign-based players tend to snub home-based players in the national team because of their status. That's some player hating there. Pure and, honestly, pure and simple. That's some serious player hating. Okay, let's go on before I continue. And he said that occasionally home-based players are called up for the national team, but they end up being used as peripheral figures. Well, that's the way it is. I got to hear that from before 1994 World Cup. When we qualified for the World Cup, a whole lot of young players started coming out from all nooks and crannies, claiming to be Nigerians, and Clemens Vesterhoff them, give them an opportunity to test out or run out for the Super Eagles, and then give them a tie and a souvenir to tell them, okay, next time, now I know you. So you will be used. Just like in acting, before you become a superstar, you will be used as the prop or something. So that I agree with. And it has always been an issue here in Nigeria that a lot of journalists, a lot of my colleagues will say that home-based players are not being used. They don't even get a look in. First of all, that's why we have the CHAN for home-based or players who play in the African League. That's why we have a CHAN. You know why the European nations are playing their Euro Cup? To keep their players busy. So if CAF, in their wisdom, set up CHAN, I think our countries and the football federations and then should use their internal mechanism to make that work for the home-based players or the players who play at home, so that they can have their status elevated to the point that they can have enough confidence to hang around their own teammates who are playing outside the shores of Africa. So I don't think that should be an issue there. Now let's quickly go ahead, because there's something I highlighted something here. Now the former Enyimba striker Mfon Udoh has had 3 caps. I said it's about 2 or 3, but surprisingly, he has revealed that the national camp is not as cozy and homely as it looks. Udoh says that home-based players are often isolated in camp because their foreign-based counterparts look down. 2 things here. 2 things about this story that bothers me. Number one, it could be represented this way by whoever had the interview, trying to create some measure of mischief in the camp of the Super Eagles. And secondly, this is the natural order of things. When you come in a group, people will gravitate to people they're comfortable with. And then along the line of always being together, you guys mix up. And then you become one big happy family. It's the natural order of things. Now, this is what I advise. And then he said that some home-based players earn 500,000 to 600,000 compared to their foreign-based players who earn up to 30 million. Because of this disparity, some of them feel we will beg them for money, so they tend to distance themselves from us. First and foremost, newsflash, it's not that it's a lie. It does happen. And like I said, it's the natural order of things. When you see some of those you think that are more successful than you tend to want to ask for help. But the way you ask for the help now becomes, you either become a pesky person or you become that desperate person that we all want to help. But Mfon Udoh, before you start getting this idea, if you feel this way, try and improve yourself. As a Nigerian footballer, Mfon Udoh has done well for himself. He has played for Calabar Rovers, then Enyimba, then Aqua United at Enyimba, and then right now I think he's in Singapore, one of those Asian countries, earning some good money for himself, relatively, even though he's in somewhere that most people would not even want to know. But help yourself, and this goes out to all footballers out there. You have a couple of years. Injuries might come, God forbid, like we all say in Nigeria. Anything can happen. So by the time you start, invest in yourself. David Beckham was not an exceptional footballer, but he invested in public relations. He invested in creating a brand for himself so that other corporate bodies would use him. And then he grew to be one of the highest paid footballers. He wasn't exceptionally gifted like Zidane. He wasn't as fast as Thierry Henry. He didn't score as many goals as Ruud van Nistelrooy or Cristiano Ronaldo, but he plotted a pathway for other footballers to follow right now and created the first football superstar. And he wasn't exactly an exceptionally gifted footballer. Well, he could play some mean free kicks and he had some devilishly good looks. But that's the point is, invest in yourself. And stop player hating. Honestly, this is just player hating. Invest in yourself. You also become a brand and get out there. And then others will gravitate to you because you have something to offer. Okay, Mfon Udoh. We don't want to start creating this kind of stuff there. Come on. And if it's our guy that wrote it just to get some pleasure, shame on you. Shame on you. Let's move on to something else.